So these two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Oh, no, he didn't. Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Now, here is Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
And here are the Grizzlies.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Stolen by McDaniels.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Towns kicks to Edwards. Passes it to McDaniels. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And he slams it down right on top of Farley Anthony Towns.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Here's Morant driving inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Towns dishes to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Morant surveying the D. Gobert with the block, and they're able to recover. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Driving to the basket, and finished off by Edwards.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul, or both.
And Adams with the slam.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Russell against Morant. And that one's good. Russell.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Morant right side. Tips it, and it's Adams on the follow.
Challenges the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Russell passes to Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
He hits the second from the line.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Brooks outside. Morant outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. The offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 7.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And Morant throws it down.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Here's Gobert. There's the pass to McDaniels. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Towns with the steal. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. On the free throw, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is a...
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
More and more defenses switch everything now, Steve. And if you were coaching, is that how you play? Is that how you would teach it?
You know, Kevin, yes, sometimes you have to switch, but I think the best coaches, what they do best is they show you different looks. And timely they'll do it. Sometimes they'll trap it, sometimes they'll hedge the pick and roll, and sometimes they'll just go under.
And it's Russell missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Jackson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That is great body control by Jaren Jackson. Takes the hit, completes the play, now gets to the line for one more.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
Gobert against Morant. Adams dishes to Morant. In only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Out left to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Edwards passes to Russell. Here's Gobert. Towns wide open. They get it back. Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Left side, Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Nice yet again. Russell.
This is what Steven Adams is known for. A fantastic defensive player with terrific instincts.
Morant driving in, and then Morant slams it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Russell dishes to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Russell kicks to Edwards. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Gobert, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Inside, Gobert is a nightmare with his height. It's tough to create good coverage.
Here's Morant. Here's the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Out to Russell. Over in the corner, Edwards. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Now just a 1-point Grizzly lead. Morant against Russell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give them.
Edwards finds Towns. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
There's Jackson with the 3. Stolen by McDaniels. Got a piece of it. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Jackson passes to Adams. Good work there as it goes. Adams has got 8.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Edwards looking it over. McDaniels kicks to Russell. Lock at 6. Dishes it to Gobert. Another shot. Can't hit that one. Adams, some nice D. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And here's Morant. 15 points in the game. And it's Brooks in the corner. Pass to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. That one doesn't go. And that'll do it for the first hit.
The Grizzlies, 26.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Conchar. Takes it off the glass. Conchar's got the first bucket of the third here for Memphis. Anderson passes to Reed. Here's Noel. Here's McLaughlin. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Timberwolves trail by 6. Right side Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 5 now.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme to Towns.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Morant passes to Adams. Outside, Bain. Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Timberwolves made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Some changes for Memphis. Both shots good from the stripe. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Right side, Jones. Outside, Green. From deep. And no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Prince outside for the tie. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Grizzlies. The lead is 2. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nice look for Danny Green there, taking charge. You love the leadership he's brought everywhere he's gone.
Passes it to Noel. It's Prince on the wing. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Clark. Conchar, the pass to Green. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. 6 to shoot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Green's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies. And the Timberwolves call timing.
Timberwolves call timing.
For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Outside, Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's Jones. Capitalizes off the crossover. Jones has got his first 2 points.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Edwards drives in.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Outside Williams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Back to Edwards. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
We've got 1:13 left in the third.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Jones kicks to Williams from downtown. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Look, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
There's Noel. A miss that time would have put him up. Memphis leading. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. A special move before the shot. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The pass to McDaniels. Here's the three. Kept alive. Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Driving the lane. And he can't jam it through. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Grizzlies lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, home in the paint. And Edwards drops them both. The Grizzlies shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Morant with it. In the corner, it's Bain. Beyond the arc. And they get it back. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And that is a big loss for this team. This game's still in the balance, and he's someone they always want in there at crunch time.
Anderson, he's checked in for Towns.
Not want to shy away from physicality. John Morant just goes about his business.
Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Brooks grabs the board. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Bain. Throws down the breakaway jam.
This is why Bain's teammates look for him on the break, because he is relentless on his attack.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Now Morant. He dishes it to Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players.
Timberwolves trail by 6, and again Minnesota will turn it over.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Poked away. Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert. And a wide open look for Bain. Good. Nice assist from Morant. Bain's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Russell against Morant. Jackson passes to Morant. Into the lane. And bang, jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
You gotta be faster than that to beat John Morant to the spot. He's too explosive.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Oh, you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Jacks up a three. That shot off the mark. And Minnesota will come the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Russell. Trying to end the drought. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis leading by 14. Payne kicks to Adams. Brooks from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Stolen by Jackson. Morant drives in. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Russell finds Edwards. Outside Russell. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Memphis.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Tries it from the top of the key. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Here he goes. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Gobert dishes to Russell. Gobert the pass to Russell. Here's Edwards. And he goes big with the tap right over Ja Morant.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This build.
it tonight. This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Outside Covington. Pass to Zubac. That one goes in.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Outside Edwards. Going inside. And Edwards slams it in.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Out to Leonard. Puts it up from 15. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go. It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. They get it again. Outside for Russell. 4 seconds left. Here's Gobert. And stolen by Leonard. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. George for 3. Clippers keep it alive. Covington passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
Here's Wall. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Outside Covington. George passes to Leonard. Out to Covington. The 3 is up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You have to be prepared to catch and shoot in all circumstances if you're Robert Covington, and he was ready to rise and fire.
Now here's Edwards. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
George outside.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Clippers.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doors.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Outside McDaniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Edwards. George against Edwards. George passes to Leonard. It's blocked by Gobert.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
McDaniels finds Russell. And here's Edwards. Back to Daniels. 6 to shoot. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Clippers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Inside. Kicks it to George. Pass to Zubac. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Here's Edwards. He takes it in.
But the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Russell against Wall. Covington passes to George. Pass to Zubac. Wall for 3. Towns with a rebound. Outside Russell. Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Wall on the take. Pass to Zubac. Edwards pulls it in.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Outside McDaniels. Stolen by Wall. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
The Timberwolves trail. Russell up top. Wall covering. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Russell. Back to Edwards. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Yep, count it. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
Pass to Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
George outside. Drives to the hoop. Back to Zubac. That shot missing. Good D by Gobert. 3 on 3. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Here's Wall. Out to Covington. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. George with the bucket. George has got 5 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Oh, okay then. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
George outside. Beyond the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. It's Edwards on the wing. There's the drive. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who can do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
It's stolen by Wall. Leonard passes to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Shoots from 14. A leaner. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. George with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
What a hoop by Paul George. The versatility to get inside and score it.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Edwards.
Oh, incredible!
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Ball against Russell. Here's George. Now here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get posted.
And we're through the first half of play here. Allie, as always, thank you.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 22. The Clippers, 25.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Marcus Morris out there with Norman Powell. And it's Batum in at the 5.
Reggie Jackson just so crafty, right? He gets into the coverage and makes sure he draws contact.
The first one falls.
Reggie Jackson, taking 2 shots.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
This guy has spent his career underrated. Prince can stretch the defense and do a lot of little things for you.
The drive by Powell. Pass to Batum. Here's Kennard. No good on the triple.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Boy, off the bounce, Taurean Prince can be so dynamic. The speed, the power, all of those things make it tough on the defense.
Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Noel. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Nick Batum.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And the second free throw is good.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Kennard, three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Prince, defended by Jackson, and the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected, guys.
And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reid worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Kicks it out to Anderson. This for the tie! Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Morris can't hit. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
On the wing, Noel. Back to Prince.
You can see how Batum uses both size and positioning to guard. What a contest. What a job making that difficult.
Kennard finds Jackson. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Jackson's got 6.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And that one's good.
Well, he's getting better at absorbing contact. Finishes like this prove Russell is a tough, dynamic competitor.
Kicks it to George. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards. Here he goes.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Jackson outside to the inside. Here's Zubats. Second chance shot. The shake. And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I tell you, you've got to try to prevent D'Angelo Russell from getting into the lane, because when he gets there, you are in trouble.
And the Clippers making a change here. Wall's checked in. Good on the second one. And so here are the Clippers. 2-point game. Will it go? And the big finish by Wall.
The speed and the handle of John Wall just breathtaking.
Wall against Russell. Down low. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Now Edwards. Batum pulls it in.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And some solid defense from Towns. Now Edwards. 21 points in the game. Excellent D there from Wall. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And we've got more NBA. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Wall, the pass to Batum. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I tell you, that's a big-time finish. Nick Batum goes up strong and with authority and won't be denied.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. George against Edwards. 4 on the clock. Russell with the ball. It's stolen by Wall. And the jam by George.
But John Wall, such an opportunistic defender. What a great job getting his teammate a look.
Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. Denied by Leonard. George outside. Pass to Zubats. Back to Batum. Fires for 3. Knocks down the long J. And now it's a 4-point Clipper lead. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Nick Batum does pre-shot preparation, so on the catch he is ready to rise and fire.
Russell against Wall. Here's Edwards, and he drives in. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it, and the Timberwolves making a change here. McLaughlin's checked in. Now Los Angeles with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Over to the wing. Here's Batum. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Batum's got 15 points here in the second half.
Batum's ability to knock down threes and stretch out that defense, such a vital part of this offense.
Here's Wall. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Batum. And here's George. Out to Leonard. Batum outside. Shot clock at 6. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. The steal. Edwards against George. Count that bucket. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Outside Wall. To the middle. Pass to Batum. Here's George. To the paint. It's tipped. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Drains the triple. McLaughlin's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Now here's Wall. The D's right on him. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Outside Edwards. Pass to McLaughlin. Over to the left wing. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's McLaughlin.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Clippers.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
At the line for 2.
So it comes up empty at the line. And Minnesota has possession. Trailing by 10. Pass to McLaughlin. Down low. Now Gobert. He's guarded by Zubac. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. 6 to shoot. Back to Daniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. "12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Wall. Now here's George. From deep three-point range. Off the mark. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distraction.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaFleur.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. Home in the paint. You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps us have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Bain. Morant against George. Bain for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
And Wall kicks to George. Back to Covington. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Adams, some nice D. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Now Leonard. After the missed 3 from Desmond Bain. And they pick up 2.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Morant against Wall. 13 feet away. There's Jackson with the 3. Brooks against Leonard. Brooks misses.
He also loved that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
High effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Bain. The Clippers getting the bucket. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Wall looking it over. Pass to George. Brooks against Leonard. Brooks grabs the board. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Inside, here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Ball against Morant. Zubac the pass to Covington. Outside, Wall. Kicks to Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. And it's George finishing it off.
A fantastic shooter from deep. George forces defenders out, and then that just opens up the driving lanes for him.
Morant outside. And it's off from three-point range.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here's Bain. Rebound by the Clippers.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. Pass to George. Over Bain. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Wall. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Bain passes to Brooks. That shot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Passes to Covington. George looking around to the left side wing. And here's Wall outside. And the Clippers miss again. Ball against Morant. Feeds to Adams. It's hauled in by Zubats. George, that's a two-pointer. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score is still close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Wall in at the one spot. The Grizzlies shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Takes it out to Covington. Leonard on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, the recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Morant dishes to Brooks. Offensive rebound. Left side, Bain. No good with the triple. Bain's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Back to Adams. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies. It's Wall with the drive. George against Bain, and George with the stuff.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Moran finds Bain. Outside for Jackson. Off target from three-point range. Here now the Clippers. Wall attacking. Now the pass to Covington. Now here's Zubats. Now George. And George with the stuff.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Here's Moran with the drive. And then Moran slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Outside Covington. Outside for George. Back to Leonard. Down low. Here's Zubats. Outside Wall. 5 on the clock. And here's Covington from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Morant kicks to Bain. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From 11 feet away. In the corner, George with it. Here's Wall. Here's Zubats. Morant with the steal. Brooks against Leonard. Brooks misses.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bottle the shot.
Pass to George. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nobody near Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Durant. And Covington sends it back. Up top, Leonard. Brooks covering. Payne against Leonard. Pass to Zubats. And it's Wall in the corner. 6 to shoot. Back to Zubats. Wall passes to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morant drives in.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Here's Wall, and Wall slams it home.
You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum. This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
George way outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Okay, David, much appreciated.
The Grizzlies, no 10. The Grizzlies, 2-1.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Jones, and it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Jackson, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Jackson's got his first points in this one. Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray into the dark side, right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
And a high percentage look there is what Batum is after. He goes inside and makes it happen.
Passes it to Conchar. Back to Jones. Over Jackson. Here's Conchar. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Green missing. It's Morris atop the key. Outside, Batum. In the corner, Powell with it. Out to Morris. Three-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Powell, the pass to Kennard. Back to Powell. A three ball. Good on the three-point shot. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Jones for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Outside, Jones for the lead. Buries the long-range jumper. Jones has got 6 in the quarter. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And the Clippers call time here. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Kennard on the wing. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Here we go. All alone. Here's Kennard. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Williams dishes to Clark. That one doesn't drop, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Jackson against Jones. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. To the paint. Here's Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Morris outside. And he drives in. Here's Batum. Jackson passes to Batum, and he gets the bucket. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Clark lays it up off the glass.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Outside, Batum. Kennard on the wing. Takes it inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers lead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for you.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. Right side, George, and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Grizzlies trail by 6. High post shot. Morant finds Bain. And there's the pass to Adams. Back to Bain. 5 to shoot. Morant reaches to Jackson. And a wide open look for Bain. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the Clippers call time here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard SuperLu talking with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Payne against George. And the rejection by Jackson. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
All with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Pass to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and that one's good. Leonard.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jackson misses. Los Angeles leading by 8. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's pass. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
Good on the second free throw. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. In the corner, George with it. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. George has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. And here's Morant to the middle. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. George with the ball. Now defended by Adams. George double team. Covington wide open. He fires. The Clippers get another chance here. Leonard kicks to Wall. Outside for George. And here's Leonard from 3. Offensive rebound. Zubac the pass to Leonard. They shoot again. And too long on the shot.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And it's Morant missing. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
The kick out to Wall. Outside, George. Hands it from downtown. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
Payne finds Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
And Morant throws it down.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost, because that's how he makes his living.
Right side wall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan.
Hey, a
real treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Morant. 4-3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
The drive by Bane. Oh, he misses the dunk. With the step back, McDaniels passes to Russell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Desmond Bane. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Edwards against Brooks. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And he makes it on the layup.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Morant. There's the drive. And then Morant with the double.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
Just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Bane against Edwards. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Off target from outside. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Russell up top, Adams covering. Pass to Edwards. The crossover.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Woo! And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Morant. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Russell against Adams. Pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 6. Back to Edwards. On the table. Oh, wow. Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Here's Morant. Rebound, Minnesota.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athlete's at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Here's Brooks. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Jackson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11 guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous.
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Back to Edwards. Here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside Morant. Up top Bain. Let's go with a three. And it's Morant up the drive. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Russell from deep three-point land. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Will be. Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Edwards with it, guarded by Morant. The 3 from Russell. He's off on that one. Memphis leading. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Morant. Takes it inside. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Look at the mechanics on Morant's shot. He can totally trust himself to hit the quick jumper.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down. If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
From deep, Bain. The shot off that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Inside, here's Bain. Drops in the layup for two. And now an 11-point Memphis lead. And confidence is such a critical component. How much does it help to have a head coach who really believes in you as a player, Clark?
BA, I think it does add, and it adds to your own confidence level and it infuses you. But self-talk is the most important talk. But when it's supported by your coach, I think now you've got the best of all worlds when it comes to confidence.
Well, it's Morant missing. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. McDaniels from long range gets the 3 to fall. McDaniels got 8.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's Gobert from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Brooks. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. That one's wide left.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
3-pointer, Brooks. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Towns for 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. Jackson outside. 4 seconds left. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight.
Get ready for the double lucky.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then it's Green. And it's Aldama in as power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Here's Russell. Out to the right wing. Pass to Towns. Out to the right wing. Left side, Russell. Stolen by Jones. Here's Conchar. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 16. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, BA, has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Clock is at 3. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Tillman, and Williams is subbed in for Aldama. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Jones with the ball. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. On the wing, Green. Pass to Clark. Stolen by Anderson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Conchar. Driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Conchar's got 5.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Pass to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Now here's Russell. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Here's Towns. And he drops it in from the low post. Towns has gotten his second bucket.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
Pass to Conchar. There's the triple. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
The open shot by Edwards. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Outside, Williams. Here's Conchar. Anderson pulls it down.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
An open look for Russell. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
You know, this is one of D'Angelo's biscuit and butter moves. I mean, quick pull-up off the dribble. He loves that one.
Jones, the pass to Williams. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Edwards. Outside Russell. Outside Anderson. Russell with the ball. Defended by Jones. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Russell. Here's Prince. No good with the triple. Memphis has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Outside for Green. From outside the arc. No good there. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Clark grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Launches it. No good. Towns finds Edwards. Outside Russell. And so it's Memphis leading by 17 at the end of the period. Defense. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Towns in at the center position.
What a night for Jackson so far. This could be the level of play we see from him consistently in future seasons.
Here's Russell. Nice form on the 20-footer.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Jackson on the wing. From downtown. Memphis the rebound. Adams. Here's Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Brooks with it. Prince is there, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Jackson on the wing. Knocks it down from distance. Jackson's got 19 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Payne against Edwards. Pass to Prince. 4 on the clock. Outside Edwards. Anderson for 3. No good on the shot. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Adams with the ball. Towns covering. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Outside Russell, right wing. Here's Prince. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Goes up on the wing. Payne, no good.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
To the wing, right side. Towns finds Edwards. Kicks it out to Anderson. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it to the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the right side. Back to Prince. Driving to the basket. Oh, misses the dunk. Memphis has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Here's Brooks. And that one is hammered home.
Hey, this was exactly the kind of game Coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for the Grizzlies.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And what a huge performance it was for Jaren Jackson.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Morant, he's open. Memphis, the rebound. Outside for Brooks. From behind the arc. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And it's Morant off the drive. Left side Payne. Three-pointer. Jackson, the pass to Payne. To the paint. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game, you have to...
You played, who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the one. Now here's Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it. Always working hard to bring something out the next season.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Outside, Russell. He kicks to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards dishes to Russell. The pass to McDaniels. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. That one falls.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision. A great pass.
Wall looking for an opening. There's the dish to George. Count that one.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Ball against Russell. Here's George. Zubats kicks the wall. Here's Leonard. And McDaniels with the block. Minnesota again turning it over. Here now the Clippers. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Al Russell following the three-point attempt by John Wall. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Wall. And Edwards with the stuff.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the triple. Trains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Russell passes to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, George. And Wall kicks to Leonard. For the three. George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. Fires from the wing. Rebound, Minnesota.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. No one near Edwards as he lets it walk. Misses the three. And pushing it out, here's Los Angeles. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
The Clippers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 6.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things. The refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And Edwards drops them both. 1:20 left in the first quarter. Ball against Russell. Leonard on the wing. To the inside. Covington. It's stolen by Edwards. Russell passes to McDaniels. Inside. Leonard with the steal. Feeds it to George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Russell kicks to Towns. Back to Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert trying to get open. He is hauled in by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Leonard the pass to Wall. The three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Outside, George launches a 3. Sinks the triple. George has got 7.
Well, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 5. Stay with us as we... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Love to see this from Russell, as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
Russell against Wall. Here's George. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. Leonard with the steal. Outside, Wall. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he's taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Russell passes to Gobert. Back to Russell. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Drops in the tray. 5 points in the game. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question, because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Wall kicks to Leonard. Back to Wall. And stolen by Russell. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And Anthony Towns with the jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Wall dishes to Covington. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Left side, Wall. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Wall passes to Covington. And here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Edwards against George. Back to Towns. Clock at 4. Out to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Lets it go from 14. That one a little long. The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's Leonard at the elbow. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
Russell dishes to McDaniels. Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Clearly a foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Russell passes to Edwards. Going inside. And the rejection by Zubac. Down low. Here's Leonard. They get it again. Back to Wall. Fires from deep. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. It's stolen by Wall. It's Covington on the wing. To the paint. Leonard looking over the floor. In the corner, George with it. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the drive.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Right side, Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's George. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
1 second left.
And that was a little bit of a great...
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back.
31, the Timberwolves. John Freeman.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Here's Prince. Drops in the layup for 2. Prince has got his team on the board first here in the second half for Minnesota. Now here's Jackson. Tight defense on him. He takes it in. Batum. Second shot opportunity. Jackson against Prince. The layup off target. Los Angeles leading by 6. Powell, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, you can't let Powell find shots at the arc like that, especially when he's got that kind of rhythm.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. From deep, Prince. Another miss by Prince. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. Leads for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Drills it from outside.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quick one.
Timberwolves trail by 12.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Kennard on the wing. And the wide open shot for Morris. And a miss there on the triple. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that plan.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
The pass to McLaughlin. Prince outside. Kicks it to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Batum with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. And Morris throws it down.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Batum brings the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. To the inside. And Batum throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Kennard for three. Powell the pass to Jackson. Here's Morris. Clock at 6. Kennard for three. Knocks it loose. Timberwolves trail by 21 to end the run. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he sinks the second. LA's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Pass to Powell. Out to Morris. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
From deep, Prince. Kennard with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Anderson outside from deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Powell for three. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Reed finds Anderson. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Los Angeles holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with George on the bench, here's who SuperLu's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Marcus Morris is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Batum in the center position.
And Batum pretty consistent from the three-point line. Defenses could not afford to give him that kind of slack.
Powell with the steal. Morris looking over the floor. That's a 2 from Kennard. It's rebounded by McLaughlin.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Powell. Powell's got his 4th assist in this one. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Prince's shot is good.
But when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
Kennard on the wing. Morris outside, and Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. The 3. Reed kicks to Anderson. Timberwolves passing it around. It's Powell on the wing. Outside, Batum. Kennard's shot is off.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Here's Anderson. Plays it up and banks it in.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
Jackson with it. Passes it to Powell. Jackson setting the pick here for Powell. 5 on the clock. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And Kennard's such a tremendous shooter. You know, he led the league in 21-22 from distance.
There's the drive. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Reed. Pass to McLaughlin. From deep, Prince. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kennard's got his 4th rebound in this one. A 3 from Morris. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Anderson inside, covered by Morris. Prince's shot is good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Nicholas Batum.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Timberwolves ball.
Here's Anderson. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
43 seconds left in the 4th. The shot by Powell, no good. Here's Minnesota. To the middle, here's Reed. Shoots over Batum, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Anderson can't get it to go. And here is Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Eight seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
And Leonard of the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bain. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
It's George on the wing. Leonard finds George. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. First free throw is good.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Nice move. Oh, sweet move. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Jackson outside. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Morant against Wall. It's George on the wing. Stolen by Bain. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Outside Morant. Back to Brooks. Right side Morant. Here's Bain. The Clippers grab the miss.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Inside. Here's Zubats. Shakes him. Oh, Adams with the block.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Clock at 4. Covington passes to Leonard. That three's off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Down low. Here's Adams. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Wall with it. He's picked up by Adams. Oh, Brooks with the steal. On the break. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
George. Out to Covington. Shot to stop the run. Brooks with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp to the inside. Jackson can't get it to go.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
That's good from Covington on the assist by Leonard.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Morant. Morant with the slam.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Morant against Wall. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Morant. Oh, Covington with a block.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Morant, the pass to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Jacks up with three. It's not going to go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Leonard for three, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Love the focus Leonard has at the arc. He won't take shots he doesn't like.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Now here's Bain. To halt the run. And he takes it up and lays it in. Bain's got his second basket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Over to the wing. Back to George. It's all tied in Los Angeles. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even to Zubac out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That'll be a second foul of the game. Wall against Morant. Out to Covington. Leonard outside. Driving in. 6 on the shot clock. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Wall against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. And stolen by Covington. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's George. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And the Grizzlies call time here. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
And it's Morant. Oh, are you kidding me?
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
George with it. He's picked up by Bain. Here's Leonard. No luck on that one. And Memphis taking it the other way down. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant against Wall. And it's Morant on the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. 5 to shoot. Wall against Morant. Excellent D there from Morant. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. To the middle. Adams finds Morant. Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson from the arc. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Back to Covington. For 3. Adams grabs the miss. Covington's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Zubats with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Covington. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Covington's got 6. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Here's Brooks. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Leonard outside. Pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Crosses over. And the layup by Morant. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Wall, the pass to Covington. George outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. 36 seconds left to play in the second quarter. There's the 3. Good, and the setup by Morant. Give him 8 points now.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bane. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
For 3, Covington. He drops it from range. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Covington, a screen on Bane. He got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to an end. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. Brandon Clark out there with Danny Green. And it's Williams in at the 4-man position. Nice shot by Kennard.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Jones. Outside, Williams. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson with it. Green picks him up. It's stolen away. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now here's Jones. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. Kennard on the double team. Outside for Green. Here's Jones. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Jackson, pass to Powell. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Powell's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Jones from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Jackson, pass to Powell. Nifty move. Rebounded by Green. Powell with a steal. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. That's good from Jones. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Conchar. Jones up top, guarded by Morris. Right side Green. Puts up a 3. The shot no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Jones. He gets it in there.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Pass to Green. Back to Jones. Williams up top. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And he stays with it. Clark with it. Jones from outside. Nails it from 3.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Jackson, the pass to Morris. It's Powell on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Grizzlies have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Jackson, and the layup falls.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 17 foul.
One minute left in the third quarter. Williams up top. Tries again. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Jackson, the pass to Morris. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. Morris down low, working on Jones. A nice shot by Morris.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Jackson against Jones. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And here comes the break. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morris can't hit. Well, the Grizzlies shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Pass to Williams. From deep. Doesn't go that time. Morris on the wing. 1 second left. Over Williams. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Well, Memphis shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Now here's Wall. Out to Leonard. The 3-ball. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
Oh, got a piece of it. Leonard on the wing. Back to Zubac. The shot misses. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Morant. From deep. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. With the drive, Leonard outside. Lets it go from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Outside Bane. To stop the run. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
There's an aggression and a confidence to Desmond Bane's game. It helps him get to the line.
And Bane drops them both. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Wall against Morant. Out to Covington. Fires the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Bane, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Kicks it to George. The 3 is up. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Morant against Wall. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo! Woo!
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Bane. Launches a 3. That shot off the mark. And Los Angeles the other way now. George with it. Guarded by Morant. And George with the basket on the assist from Covington. And the Clippers lead by 12. For Memphis, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Here's Morant into the lane. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. Batum's checked in for Covington.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Now here's Bane. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Batum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Can't be too physical with Nicholas Batum. That's a recipe for fouling him and sending him to the line.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. Down low. Here's Payne. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Wall, the pass to George. Inside. Here's Zubats. 2 points. That one goes.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Clippers.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
And, you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Moran. No luck on that one. Batum with the defensive effort. And here's George. So the Clippers win it. This one was a fun one to watch. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for...